stab you. This is what the judge gave me. Sole custody. You want to read it?
I do want to read it. Give it to me.
Sole custodialship of Michael Stokes Jr. to the father of Mike Stokes.
See, in order to do this, they have to let me know. And
hey, they mailed it to your house.
No, they didn't.
Yes.
All right, so let me pause this real quick. So this video is about 1 year old. 1 year old. And apparently this father got full custody. Now, as a single parent myself, I do have full custody of my son. And that was quite the battle. And, you know, so I do take pride in that, but not let me get back to the video. The point is that I totally understand this man's pride. I totally understand his thought process and just having that excitement. Like, yeah, I got full custody. You know, yeah, you know, you got to answer me, da 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 da. But the whole thing is this. This is just my take on it. That's great and all. Despite however you got the full custody. But bruh, it's no motherfucking joke. It's a lot of responsibility. A lot of responsibility. Okay. And before I get back to the video, I just want to say a lot of parents, a lot of men and women, you know, when they go to court and they end up getting that 50-50 or they end up getting those child support payments increased, you know, from the other parent, they're really, really excited, you know, or they get full custody or whatever, placement, and they're really, really excited, like, yes, I won, yeah, I got you, I got it. But once they walk out that courtroom, once they get down the hall, down the corridor, out the courthouse, right? They walk to their car, they all happy, excited, texting, calling their people like, yeah, guess what I won, right? They get in their car, they just ready to party. They get home, it's all good. And as soon as they go to pick up their kid, right? Or the kid get dropped off, they're really excited. They take the kid out. Hey, okay, son, daughter, we finna go out and play. We finna have fun. I'm gonna take you to McDonald's. I'm gonna take you shopping. I'm gonna buy you whatever you want. Daddy got it. Mommy got it. Super, super confident, super excited in their newfound ability to be a full-time parent with full custody, right? The next day they wake up, it's all good, right? They may take off work. Then when they realize, fuck, when that shit hits them, like, damn, now I gotta enroll my son or my daughter in daycare. Now I gotta get up and go to work, take them to daycare, put in 8 hours on some bullshit job, doing something I don't even like doing. But I gotta put food on the table, right? Get off work. Gotta go pick up my kid. Take my kid home, depending on whatever shift you work. And now you got to deal with that. The inconveniences start. Because one lesson to learn as a parent, and you'll find this out real quick, especially if you're the custodial parent, right? You get comfortable being uncomfortable. Let me say that again. You learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable because it's just an everyday thing. So I'm gonna get back to the video, but I just wanted to make that comment and just, you know, state my, you know, opinion on that and you know, just how I felt going into this video. His reactions like, yeah, I got full custody. Yeah, you should know that. So whatever.
You got it.
The judge mailed it, and no,
Unless
Jackie
you
got
got
it.
it.
No, I don't collect the mail. Jackie did.
Got it.
You asked your Jackie. She collects your mail.
This guy's
That's not my concern.
super confident, super excited.
Yeah, and I didn't have to prove that you left the state. They knew because when you took them girls out the state and said you was taking them to school in Florida, the school reported your ass, not me.
This guy must have had he must have had 50-50. He must have had 50-50 because if the mother took the kids out of state for whatever reason, school reported, there's no way that he would get full custody or sole legal custody if they felt full custody, sole legal custody. Two different things, but I'll explain it later. But there's no way that he got sole legal custody unless the courts felt that the mother made a poor decision by what she did. If they felt it was not in the best interest of the children, since there's two we're talking about, children, to be out of school to go out of state. Okay. Normally by default, the mothers in all states, not just here in Wisconsin, by default, if they're not married to the father, they get full custody, which is sole legal custody, primary physical placement. Okay. And fathers actually have to go to court to actually ask for a visitation or custody or whatever they're trying to go for. So for him to get placement, primary placement, it's because she fucked up. You know, she took the kids out of school, and maybe the guardian lied them. They had appointed. It was like, hey, you know, absolutely not in the best interest of the children. They need to be in school. Why would you take them out of state? Father has placement. Father has whatever, right? So now they give him full custody. Of course, we don't know the full background of his situation, or if he's even fit or able to take on two kids. But he's super, super, super excited. Now, I don't know if, in my honest opinion, if he's super excited because of how the courts handled it. And he's like, yeah, I got full custody. I'm a father. Usually men don't get it, but yeah, I got it. Or he's like really, really like going hard for his kids, and he really feels that it is in their best interest for him to be the primary parent, the one that is taking care of, the one that's making all the major decisions. But we will definitely see as the video goes along. So I'm just going to go ahead and click play here and see what else we got going.
It's been happening way before then. The judge mailed you like 4 or 5 different things.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So technically speaking, Javon, if you really want to go there, I don't have to give him to you.
So pride already. Look, letting it go to his head. I wonder who's actually recording this, by the way. Sometimes this shit be staged. People just want to get views, I guess, but that's the way of life. But number one mistake, when you get full custody of a child, okay, it's a lot of power. It comes great responsibility, as they say, just about anything, right? When you have full custody, sole legal custody, primary physical placement, all right? For those who don't know what sole legal custody is, it's decision-making. Placement is where the child lives. So when you get blessed with that coming out of a child custody battle, right, you have to be humble about it. That whole, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you gotta watch that shit, right? Because that stuff gets back into the courtroom, she files a motion, makes it look like you're deliberately trying to be this tyrant, this controlling, narcissistic father. And unfortunately, the way things work with these judges and these commissioners, depending on what side of the bed they woke up on, they might just rule in the mother's favor and put your ass back down and Sodom and Gomorrah and have you paying child support and only seeing your kids every other weekend. Okay. These tables can change. Now, normally before you get full custody, just flat out permanently, you always go through the temporary placement. Because I went through that. A lot of parents go through that, the temporary placement, because then they want to get the guardian ad litem involved and try to investigate a little bit more and see if this is overall what they want to do. Because when you have to understand, when it comes to court and children, it's very, very tedious. It's drawn out because they want to make sure before they make that final decision, it's in the best interest of the child and not necessarily based on what the parents want. You know, so it's kind of interesting. It's kind of funny, but it's interesting.
Yeah, you did it, not me. And the only way I could get him in school was to do that, to get him off your stuff. And I told you about it. Did not lie to you. What did I lie about? Didn't I tell you I was doing it? You agreed to it. Do what you need to do. So now the girls are up here right now. Javon, I don't need to do that because I don't want to mess up their what? Because they were living with me. Didn't want to mess the girls up. They needed insurance and they needed the medical card and everything else. You took them out the state. What am I supposed to do with your son?
I told you to give him my son.
You ain't getting. He ain't leaving the state.
The agreement was you keep them and then I keep them. Then you keep them, then I keep them. And then when
And you know what?
keep them,
You know what? And you know what? I don't have a problem with that. But you trying to tell me you will come up here and take them for Christmas, and I will get them back in February? You don't make those decisions. The judge did. You have to go to the court and you have to tell the judge that you want to take him out the state. It ain't up to me, and it ain't up to you. That's what. No, it ain't. The judge told me right in the thing. Even if me and you agree, we both have to go to court, and he has to give a paper for you to take him out of the state. That judge, same one that did our divorce thing, who knows who we are.
Actually, I'm gonna stop it right there and make some corrections on that. Now, there are 3 ways that you can take the minor child out of the state in which where the case was presented originally. The first option is between both parents. If there's a mutual agreement that the child or children are allowed to go out of state for whatever reason. All right, you guys either get that through text, over the phone, recorded, documented, SOS, however you want to get it, the message out there. If you two, the 2 parents agree on that, then the courts don't need to get involved. All right. Irregardless if there's a visitation schedule set up, you guys set the tone on it. The visitation setup is more of like just a basis of some sort of rules you got to follow, but it really is up to you. All right. So that's the number one. That's one option. The second option is you can, let's say one parent don't agree. Well, then you just write a letter to the court saying, hey, look, I talked to him or talked to her. She doesn't want to agree. We're letting me take my child out of state. I feel it's in his best interest for us to go out of town, spend time with his extended family. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now you have to write a letter to the courts and explaining and really deeply justifying how it's in the best interest of the child to go out of town. Right? Not bitch, not complain, but how it's in the best interest of the child. Then the courts will look at that and it'll either confirm or deny it. Right? Last but not least, option that you have is just take the kids. You take the kids and bounce. You take a chance. It's always a messed up situation when you have to ask the other person for permission or get permission from the courts. It really is. But that's just my take on that. But you do in some sense. There's an option to go to the courts and ask them, but you technically don't have to.
Try it.
Oh, I
Try
like
it.
that judge.
Oh yeah.
Right.
He ain't too happy right now though,
Straight will be.
because he mailed all your stuff to you. What truth? You gonna tell him the school lied on you? You gonna tell him the school lied on you? You did it, not me. You.
Like I said. Thank you.
You very well.
All right, so that basically looks like it's pretty much wrapped up for the video and whatnot. But yeah, that was real and interesting. So just had to put my take on that, given that I have so much experience and life experience in the courtroom, given what I do as a profession and also as a parent. I've been through the child custody battles and the child support and yeah, been through all that. So definitely, if you guys got any questions, any comments you want to make, definitely love to hear your views on that. Any single fathers, period, single mothers. What is your take on that? Let me know how you feel about the courts and the laws. And do you agree with child support? Do you feel that it should be 17%? How are you guys handling being parents? Whether you're single, together, do you understand what I'm saying in terms of being comfortable, getting uncomfortable? It's a whole lifestyle you have to adjust to. It's no joke. But yeah, I just want to touch base on that video. Just thought it was kind of funny, but real. So, but all right, that wraps everything up. I'm gonna get back with you guys in a little bit, so stay tuned. I'm always gonna be bringing up new videos, reviews, and tutorials, all different types of shit. So there's plenty to go around. So you guys stay blessed, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.